Hey YouTube, Sack Guy here. Today I want to talk to you about some Kershaw knives that I have. This is the Ken Onion series of knives that Kershaw made in the early 2000s. They started off with the Chive, which is the smallest one, then went to the Scallion, the Leek, and then the Shallot. As I said, it started off in the early 2000s with the Chive. And to get some of the specs out of the way, the blade is made of a steel of 420 HC high carbon. The handles are 410 stainless. The blade is 1.94 inches. Closed, or the handle, is 2.87 inches. Overall length is 4.81 inches, and it weighs in at 1.9 ounces. Now the Scallion is also 420 stainless steel, high carbon steel blade, and the handle's 410 stainless. The blade is 2.4 inches. The handle is 3.5 inches. Overall, it is 5.75 inches. And it weighs 2.3 ounces. Oh, excuse me. This one weighs 2.9 ounces. The Scallion that has the glass nylon filled handle weighs in at 2.3 ounces. It has the same specs as the all metal Scallion. Now the Leek is a 3-inch blade, 4-inch handle. Overall opened length is 7 inches, weighs in at 3 ounces. The blade is made of a different steel. It has a 14C28N stainless steel blade. The handle is still the 410 stainless steel. And then, last but not least, is the Shallot. Now, it has the same blade steel as the Leek, the 14C28N, and the 410 handle. The blade on it is 3.5 inches. The handle is 4.4 inches. Overall length is 7.9 inches, and it weighs in at 4.2 ounces. All these knives have the SpeedSafe on them. The smaller knives have a small lock here, and if you look, see if I can get that on the camera, you can see here. You can see where it moves back and forth. That little plastic nib right there will hold the blade in so that it doesn't open up in your pocket. I normally carry it unlocked so that when I do pull it out, I can pop it open. You can, it takes a little bit of manipulation. You can, when you're pulling it out, push that down. I don't have the dexterity to do that, but that's how it works. Now, the Kershaws, all the Ken Onion knives were made in the United States. The Chive is model number 1600, stainless steel pocket clip, stainless steel screws holding it closed. It has a black plastic nylon liner, and it is a liner lock, frame lock. The pocket clip is not reversible, but it can be removed. You can take this knife apart and clean it and put it back together very easily. And then your scallion is the same way, has the small lock on it. This one has some holes in it purely for design purposes. It was the later model. Originally this model came out, and it is the 1620, and this one's called the FL because it's a flipper. I don't know why they decided to designate that, but the all metal body scallion is the FL. Now the 1620 scallion again has this little lock there, flips open. It is a liner lock. It's got steel liners on it and the black nylon liner in the back. The only real difference is the handle and it being a liner lock, same blade. And both of these, as you can see, looking at the blade, they're a bit of a clip with a recurve edge. And then the Leek is a bit different, not only with the blade steel, it also had a safety on it. I took off, didn't like it, gotten away too much for me. It's held together by the 3 screws with the pivot screw. It can be adjusted also. It's a liner lock, has a different blade. It's got a, if you look at the edge on there, at first it looks like it's a straight edge, but it's a bit of a recurve, and it has a drop point, almost a don't want to say sheep's foot, but almost like a Warcliffe blade. But again, it's got this slight recurve right along the edge. This knife and the Chive also, they have made in multiple different colors. They've got a rainbow one, black, mirror polished one, and I've seen a couple other colors too. Now on the Leek, you can move your belt clip down to the other end so that it, instead of it being point down for carry, it can be point up for carry, depending on your preference. Okay, now go to the last one, is the Shallot. And if you take a close look, you can see where this, the clip on this is scratched up quite a bit. I carry this in my back pocket a lot. This or my Victorinox Sentinel are riding in my back pocket most of the time. I really like this one. It's got a good sized blade, 3.5 inches. Good feel in the hand, and it comes in very handy. It's got the recurve blade, really good for slicing. It's got the clip point, and again, it's got that 14C28 and steel for the blade. Now, this one does not have a lock, but the clip is reversible. You can move it to, instead of tip down carry, you can have it to where it's tip up carry. But you cannot flip it over to the other side. Sorry, lefties. But to me, it's a very good knife to carry. Again, fits in the hand real nice. Get a good hold on it. Got a very secure lock on it. I've had this for, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 years. And after I got it, I started carrying it, and it's been in one of my primary blades. It's about the only knife that replaces one of my Swiss Army knives. I can't say enough good things about it. Just very, very handy knife. All of them, except for the one with the nylon finish. The handles are bead blast finish. All the blades are bead blast finish. The SpeedSafe is a cam system on the Chive. After I had it for a couple of years, I took it apart, was cleaning it, and lost the spring on it. I was going to buy another one, or I think I did buy another one, and then found out that Kershaw would replace the spring. I sent them an email, told them I lost the spring when I took it apart, cleaning it, and they sent me another spring. So I've got 2 of these, or I did have 2 of these. Don't think I've seen the other one lately. Might have to look for that. That could have grown legs and walked off. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Kershaw Onion series knives. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.